Hello and welcome to Freeloaders, and in this tutorial we're going to be doing part 3 of the WordPress customization tutorial. And in part 3 we're just going to be taking a look at how to cut up this design into images. That's basically the first step of a 3-step process when you're going to HTML and CSS a particular design, and that doesn't even have to be. That's for any design or layout, basically. So, first step, what we're going to do here is cut up the background. Now, the background is just this section right here. Now, if I had a gradient that went, up and down here, we would extend this further, but all we have to do is just take this square marquee tool and select a 1 pixel width version of this background, basically. Oh, it's all messed up looking. Alright. Edit, copy, merged. CTRL or Control. I don't know why I always do it. It's so ridiculous. Control N. And then Control V to paste it. And then save for web, which is Alt-Shift-Control-S, which is what I usually do. I'm going to save it as a GIF here. And I'm going to save it over here. Now I'm going to make an HTML folder, an images folder, and then name this one BG. Alright, there we go. That's the first one. So let's zoom back out here and see where we want to go next. Now, really, it's not entirely important, what order you do this in. For instance, it is kind of important, though. Say, for example, if we zoom up here on this, the header portion, notice there's like a background here, right here. Well, we want to make sure we get this button and this made an image first. Same with the logo, and then we can hide those layers and then just get this full background. Alright, so if we start from top to bottom, there's nothing up here that needs done. We can do this all with HTML and CSS. If we go here with this line, we can take this orange line right here. This is going to be a div with a background color to match this color code right here, because it's the same all the way up until it hits right around here, and we have this. So we're going to make we're going to zoom up close here, and there's a square marquee. We're just going to select right to about here. Oops, let me make sure that's correct here. I don't like that grid. It's very annoying. Okay. Alright, it's selected. Edit, copy, merge. New. Control V. Save for web. And then we'll name this top flare. Alright. Got that done. Zoom out. Now we can do the logo here. Alright, so for the logo, let's select the font here. We'll use the magic wand. We'll take off anti-alias here, and then we'll also hit Shift to select the free part, and we'll auto select this layer, and then we could just use the wand tool. Oops, that's annoying. Hold Shift and then just go around here. And then to select it better, you can hold Alt to subtract from the selection. Alright. And then we also want to get the flare stuff. So let's zoom out We'll select the lasso tool here, hold shift, and we'll just kind of go down. We want to make sure we get the whole thing and not cut it off anywhere early. I think that this should be good. I'm going to hold Alt to get everything below. Alright, so edit, copy, merged. Control N. Paste. Oops, wait. Whenever you have something with a transparent background, make sure you hide that background right there. The background layer. We'll just name this logo. Alright, now we can hide those couple things. Alright, let's see here. Zoom out. Let's hide the logo here. Let's hide these layers. Okay, now let's go over here, and for this text box there's going to be a the actual border of the text box we can do with CSS, but inside of it there's a slight gradient. So just take one pixel of that like we did background, copy, merge, new, paste it, and then save that. We'll just call that text field -bg. Alright. Now, we'll zoom out. We'll get this going here. Oops. Now you could use the lasso tool to get rid of the edges in case there's that background gets behind there. Because when you go to actually position this in CSS, it might not line up correctly. If you leave those corners there, it'll look messed up. Make sure you hide the background. Save for web. Basically, I'm doing the same exact thing for all these. Go button. Alright. We can actually do the or in HTML, CSS as well, so that doesn't have to be an image. Now change this. Oops. Change this to the circular marquee tool. Hold shift, drag out. Actually, you want to drag out, and you want to position this with your keyboard. Alright, that's fine. Edit, copy, merged. Control N, paste it, get rid of the background. Save, RSS-icon. Alright, let's zoom out here, or actually go to actual pixels. I'm going to select it's like this, hide it, that, and hide it. Same thing with this, and the text, and the or. Alright. Now we gotta take this whole portion right here, this little background, this rough background, and make that an image as well. And we can also include this little fading line as well. So let's take the square marquee tool. We'll start from here all the way out. You can use the lasso tool and hold Alt, the Alt key. Just get rid of some of the parts that we don't need. Alright, now let's zoom up and make sure we have that fade, and I think we have to add some over here to this side. Yeah, we have to add, just hold shift, drag out. Let me see something if I can. Pixel grid, there we go. Get that off of there. Alright. And hold shift and just drag out. That way we have that full fade. Alright. Now we have all that. Edit, copy, merge. File new. Paste. Hide the background. Save. And we'll call that header-bg. Name it whatever you want. Alright, now the header portion's done. Okay, so now we can get down and do this part. Now what we could do with this, notice see we're going to have a big container div, and that's going to basically contain everything within like a 950, I think, or 960 pixel width. And everything's going to go inside of this. However, you notice that we're kind of hanging off the side over here, but we can achieve that through two ways. We can have another background div and we'll cut these two in half, or we can make them all one and then use CSS to position it left of like a negative. It's basically margin dash left, and then you put negative certain pixels. So we'll try doing that though. So what we'll do is auto select this patch background stuff here. Make sure it selects it. Alright, now I just selected outside of it, that way it'll select everything else except it, and then we can go to select inverse. Now what we can do is shave some off here. First, we don't want to go all the way up here, so hold ALT, or the Alt key. We can hold ALT right here. We don't want to quite go down this far. And that looks basically fine. Alright. Edit, copy, merged. Oops. It has stuff down there. Can't have that. Actually, we can go back to that. We'll just copy this stuff right here. We'll go to new again. Hide the background. Save it. Alright. Now, let's see here. We'll make this add us in HTML, so we won't have to worry about that. But now we have to worry about the three icons here. Select it, magic wand, select inverse, edit, copy, merged, new, hide the background, say, oops, messed up. Alright, save, Twitter, same thing with the other two. It's exciting. My computer really lags when I'm recording, so it's going slow. Usually, I mean, once you know what you're doing, you can really bust this out fast. Alright, I'm going to close some of these out. Just to get some space here. Usually I leave them up though, but I'll tell you, you'll see why in the next tutorial. Alright, so let's see here. Select inverse. Alright, now we got those 3. Now, we have a lot of it done already. Okay, so we design work at play. This is all HTML, except for this. Now we have a couple options. We can either just have the background alone and then use HTML to put the text in, or we could just leave the text there as part of the image, which is what I'm going to do. Usually you want to do the other way and use HTML to put the text in because that's good for SEO, but it's just a view article link, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, so what was it? What was that? Caption. There we go. View full article. Okay, so let's actual pixels here. Now we'll just take one of these fake images here for just as once we cut it up we want to see. Now we only have to select just that square portion. We don't have to add this part because we'll use this as a CSS border. So edit, copy, merged. I'll save that. We'll put temp thumb. Alright. So we have the left part taken care of. Now we just have this right side to take care of. All this stuff right here, all the text, that's just going to be HTML, including this line. That's going to be CSS. So let's get rid of these and hide them. All of them. And then, wait, these are lines? Yeah, they are. And categories. Alright. Now, this top, what's it? It's probably about like 2 or 3 pixels high. This top orange thing, that can be done in CSS, so this is the only part that we have to worry about, which goes about just about that far. Oh, why did I do that? Wait, there we go. I just have to shave off 1 pixel of that. Alright, edit, copy, merge. Save it. Write bg.gif. Hide it. Alright, so let's zoom out more, see if there's anything else I'm missing. And basically that is it. Let's go back over here to open and let's take a look at how many images we have total. Basically, it's only in the amount of 14 images that makes up this entire design. So that's just a matter of getting a hang of using these tools mainly right here. It's really not that difficult, but I want to keep everything, I want to keep all of these sections of this tutorial well structured. I don't want to blend parts in together, so we're going to stop here for this one, and then in a couple more days we'll start off with the main part of actually doing the HTML and CSS. So the next part will be getting the full HTML all coded out, and then the part after that will come the CSS, and that's just a matter of taking a look at those images that we just created and opening them all up, and then as we go to code the CSS, we'll have to take a look at the image dimensions of each of them and code them out in the CSS. But I'm getting ahead of myself. But basically, the next part is going to be structuring the HTML, and that's probably one of the most important parts because we really want to keep everything coded minimally as possible. And I'll show you how to do that and the process that goes into that. All right, until next time, see you later.